Alright guys, we're gonna try this for the third time. I've tried to record this video 3 times. I mean, I successfully recorded it, but then I watched it and I didn't like it. So I want to talk about what's been going on in my life, what's new, and why I've been gone so long, because that's a hell of a story. So I'll get this out of the way right here at the top. If you only care about the developer-y stuff, it's all gonna be right here in the next like minute and a half. At work, I've been working with a lot of WordPress, been working with some Shopify stuff, specifically learning about Shopify's SDK to integrate it with like native apps and React apps. And yeah, I'm messing around with Shopify and Slate and Liquid, which is really cool and feels like modern web development, but on this like dope CMS for e-commerce. If you don't know anything about Shopify and you want to open up like an e-commerce store, definitely check it out. It's like the best parts of WordPress mixed with the best parts of like modern front-end development. It's pretty cool. Past that, like I said, lots of WordPress stuff, and then me really wanting to learn Python, which I haven't even started doing yet, but I have started to get to work earlier than I usually do, but I've been staying to the same time. So I think I may flip that into like hour-long learning sessions in the morning of like Python or something, depending upon what I decide I want to get my hands into. So that's pretty much it new in the developer world. So there's that, and I know I've been gone for a long time, so if you guys want to, at this point, leave me some comments. What kind of videos do you guys want to see? I haven't been watching anybody's videos like Coding Phase or Chris Sean or Josh or anybody in this world, and I've just literally just been gone, like, from YouTube. I haven't been watching even like my non-coding YouTube follows, like nothing. Other than that, what's new in my life? Well, I shaved my head, and sorry if I look like a complete sweaty trash can. I just built a grill and it took me way too long, and it's still hot here in the south, like 80-something degrees, and it got dark and then it took me twice as long to do, but you know, that's what happens when it starts getting into fall and the days get shorter. I got some lights to put in the back of the video. That's not where they're gonna go permanently, obviously, or we'd play Limbo every time we were walking in and out of the door, but I just wanted to hang them up and see what you guys thought. My wife personally hates them, so in the comments let me know if you like them or not, because I think they're kind of rad. And if you're wondering, I got them for 20 bucks on Amazon for a 10-meter long light strip, and that's pretty cool. It's like this thin, and there's like tape on the back so you can tape it down. It seems like a pretty decent deal. Oh, and there's a remote that does things. Hold on. See, look, you can have them fade like that, or red, green, blue, white. You can have them like all kinds of, there's like 24 or something different like unique colors. You can make them jump. Well, that didn't really jump, did it? Oh, it jumps slowly. I see, because I have it on the slow fade, so then it jumps slowly. But yeah, I like having them fade in and out. I thought it was pretty cool. I set them up like behind the TV for the Ohio State-Penn State game this weekend, and it was an interesting little change of pace. And then here we go with the big thing. So the reason why I haven't been around very much. You see, I went back to Ohio, where I'm from, if you didn't know that, for Labor Day weekend, and I had a fantasy football draft, and it was great. I hung out with a bunch of old friends from high school, had a good time, saw my family, saw lots of friends, went to a couple concerts, honestly a ball. And then I got back to North Carolina, and I was planning on recording a video sometime that week, the week after Labor Day, and I got some bad news early in the week. Not the most concerning news in the world, but news that you don't want to hear about one of my family members' health. And then the following day, literally right after getting this like pretty crappy news, the following day I got worse news. And without going into too many details, my uncle, who works in downtown Cincinnati, was unfortunately the victim of a mass shooting in Cincinnati in Fountain Square. If you know anything about Cincinnati, Fountain Square is the big main kind of central hub in downtown where like people walk. It's really pretty. There's a big fountain and there's a square, and there's a big building there. It's Fifth Third Bank building. And there was a guy who decided that he wanted to shoot up that area. And unfortunately, my uncle was one of the people that was killed. And there were 2 other people that were also murdered, and 2 people who were hospitalized. And this isn't like a super fun thing to talk about, and I've tried to figure out what I was going to do with the channel with this, and like whether I was going to say anything or not, and it just felt wrong not to, because like I'm trying to share my life and my journey and all of this stuff, and There are some things that I'm going to say here in a little bit that like feed into this, and so yeah, there it is. I needed to hit the reset button because when something like that happens, it really makes you think, and it makes you wonder about a lot of things, and it makes you prioritize things. And yes, I just had a lot on my mind and not a lot of motivation to seem super happy in front of a camera talking about code. Because to be honest, there was a couple weeks there where I didn't give a shit about code. You can find yourself in dark places when bad things happen, and you know, that's part of life. So I wasn't in it. I wasn't in this. And I took a break, hit the reset button, and now we're back. And I'm not here to preach, I'm not here to take you to church, but what I do want to say is that if you're out there and you're in the world and you have people that you love, make sure they know that you love them, and just make sure they know that they are valuable to you and understand that you are valuable to someone else, even if you don't know it. You have worth, you have value, and you are loved. If you're ever feeling down or sad and you need to talk to somebody, feel free to find somebody to talk to. There is nothing wrong with talking out your emotions. Mental health is stigmatized in this world. As someone who has gone through bouts of anxiety, I understand that it's hard to talk about, it's hard to admit, it's easy to be prideful. Just go talk to somebody or anybody, or call a phone number, or find an app on your phone. And there are ways to feel better. There are ways to get what's inside of you out before it goes on too long. And that's an important thing to remember. And just because you have something going on inside of you does not make you a bad person. It does not make you crazy. It does not make you insane, or any of the like hundreds of thousands of other things that I can think of when I'm going through a hard time. You're a human. We have bodies. They malfunction. We go to a doctor. We get better. We have brains, and they can be different. They can be firing funny, and you can go and you can find people who can help you work through these problems. It's completely, totally normal, and should be totally and 100% accepted. And down at the bottom in the description, I'm going to link two different things. One is a resource on mental health, and two is a link to a GoFundMe page for the victims' families of the Cincinnati shooting that affected my uncle. And none of this money will go to me, it won't go to my parents, it is for the victims, like immediate family. And my uncle wasn't the only victim, and some people like could really use this money. You don't have to give anything if you feel so compelled. It would be greatly appreciated, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart if you do, or if you don't, or if you spread the word, or you tweet it out, or anything like that. Anything, I appreciate. And I appreciate you just being here. Honestly, like, we've built this community, and then I feel guilty. That's like part of the reason why it was hard for me to record a video too, because I felt guilty, and then like was worried that you guys wouldn't like, I don't know, it just, you see, like, I don't know. It's weird, it's weird. Your brain can do weird things sometimes. But I'm back. There's links in the description. I will be back again. I'm posting this on Tuesday, October, I always do this. What day is it? All right, so I'm posting this on Tuesday, October the 2nd, and then Wednesday, October the 3rd, I'm going to do a live stream, the first live stream that I've done in a really, really, really long time. I'm going to be streaming at around 8:30. More details to come on that. And if you aren't already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at 937Aaron on both of those platforms, and I'll keep you up to date on Wednesday as to what time I'll be going live. And those are Eastern Standard Time times. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you understand why I had to take a break. I am back, and we're back doing this thing, and hopefully consistently again. I will see you guys again very, very soon, like tomorrow. Come hang out in the live stream, say what's up, ask me all the questions you want to, and yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Oh yeah, and if you're still here, make sure you tell me that the lights are cool, because like I said, my wife doesn't like them and she never watches to the end of the videos.